The Numberjacks. Does anyone remember it? The Numberjacks was a British animated children's series created by Chris Ellis and co-created by Alison Stewart. It was produced by Open Mind Productions, who were also the producers of The Shiny Show. The show's premise follows the adventures of the Numberjacks, who are a group of colourful talking numbers ranging from number 0 to 9, who live within a family's couch for some reason. It first debuted on the 16th of October 2006 on CBeebies and BBC Two, and it ended on the 11th of December 2009. Each episode ran for 15 minutes long, with it lasting two series, 67 episodes, and including two Christmas specials. An episode begins inside the cozy room of the sofa. Usually the numbers take part in a fun activity or game layer. The activity or game they're playing would tie in or be a part of the main focus of the episode's plot. However, their fun gets interrupted by an incoming call from an agent who is a child out in the real world. The agent reports a strange, chaotic problem that is happening nearby, such as things like mysteriously changing shapes, disappearing objects, or items being miscounted. The remaining Numberjacks analyse the situation on their screen. One or two of the main numbers out of the group are chosen to go out on the mission. They then enter into a launching pod with a countdown from 10 to 0 and fly out of the sofa into the real world. The sent out Numberjacks look into the problem by examining the real world setting. Meanwhile, back in the sofa, number 5 uses her imagination to visualize what else could go wrong if the problem is left unsolved. The root of the problem is always identified. It is either caused by an accidental mistake from one of the younger, less experienced numbers, like 0, 1 or 2 for example, or most of the time caused from one of the 5 meanies, which are basically the villains of the show. To defeat the antagonists, the Numberjacks inside the sofa activate the brain game machine. With the mental assistance of the child's agents calling into the base, they generate the magical brain gain energy. The energy is sent to the number who is out on the mission and uses it to reverse the math mix chaos and restore the world back to the way it should be. The Numberjack returns home to the sofa. The characters watch a fast-paced television summary of the mission, followed by a direct question to the young viewers at home, encouraging them to look out for numbers, shapes, or patterns in their everyday lives. The characters are very interesting, so let's go over them. Zero is the youngest of the Numberjack group. He loves to lounge on the sofa and cannot speak full words. He occasionally causes accidental chaos when his nothingness slips into the real world. 1 is a very young and kind number who is still mostly in her own world phase. Despite not speaking full sentences, she has immense intelligence for her age and can operate the brain game machine during situations. 2 is a naive, energetic number who is prone to have sudden mood swings. He is eager to help but gets easily confused, sometimes making people count backwards or incorrectly. 3 is cheeky, noisy, and is full of confidence. As the youngest of the main team, she is incredibly eager to go on missions to prove herself and believes she is good at everything. 4 is the dependable tech-savvy backbone of the team, who acts as the resident mechanic. While he often doubts himself and can be cautious or nervous, he always steps in to fix problems. 5 is cool and highly intelligent. She is an excellent jumper and usually stays one step ahead of the villains by using her calm logic and quick thinking. 6 is the self-appointed enthusiastic leader of the main group. He loves doing athletic tricks, going on adventures, and showing off, though his impulsive can-do attitude can sometimes get him into trouble before the others can help him out. 7 is an enthusiastic and creative number who loves bright colours. She is a passionate painter of the rainbow and acts as a bright, nurturing presence. 8 is a cheerful, grounded, and incredibly sporty athlete who is the best jumper of the group. He shares a close, mentor-like bond with 4, who looks up to him like a big brother. 9 is the biggest single-digit number, carrying herself with a calm, sensible, and motherly attitude towards the others in the group. She is highly organised and reliable at keeping everyone steady during a situation. I think all these little personalities and traits suit each character well, and I forgot to mention they've got a sort of little group each between them. 0, 1 and 2 are the youngest Numberjacks, 4, 3, 5 and 6 are the middle and main group of the Numberjacks, and 7, 8, 9 are the oldest of the group. There are also the villains of the show. The Number Taker is the only human member of the villains, as the rest are animated. He is dressed entirely in white, including a large, exaggerated white top hat, a white coat, gloves, and boots. He rarely speaks and moves with a silent, theatrical presence. Using a variety of specialized gadgets like a number sucker upper, nets, magnets, and hooks to physically remove numbers or specific quantities of things from the world. He is played by Ross Mullen, who is the voice of Nev the Bear in my personal favourite CBBC show, Bear Behaving Badly. The Puzzler is a highly intelligent floating head with moving facial features. He acts like a third-rate DJ and always speaks in rhymes. He is widely considered the hardest meanie the Numberjacks have to beat, but he behaves like a fair sport. He traps the Numberjacks inside these orange puzzle bubbles and alters reality into game-like challenges. He does accept defeat and reverse the trouble only after the team correctly solve his complex math puzzles. Spooky Spoon is an arrogant, self-centered pinkish-purple floating plastic spoon who loves to cause trouble. She thinks very highly of herself and considers herself to be superior towards those around her. She loves to confuse things up by mixing up the order, weight, or matching of everyday objects. She is generally considered the easiest meanie for the Numberjacks to defeat. The Shape Japer is a floating purple spear with a distinctly scary face made out of sharp features like triangle teeth and rectangular eyebrows. She acts very immature, does not really speak words, but instead giggles and makes noises whilst floating around. She targets geometry and spatial layout, altering the physical shape of anything she pleases, such as turning squares into object spheres so they roll away helplessly. The Problem Blob is a mindless, monstrous mass of green slime. Unlike the other meanies, the Problem Blob does not complex with evil schemes or dialogue, it simply acts on primitive, destructive impulses. It opens its mouth to spit out small, sticky blobs of green slime. Whatever object, person, or number gets hit by this slime instantly experiences a repeating problem, a size distortion, or gets stuck in any annoying loop. I do remember that people used to be scared of these meanies back when they used to grow up watching Numberjacks, and to be honest, I never found them scary or creepy. Well, maybe the Number Taker. I know definitely I had a friend who used to be scared of the Puzzler and even the Spooky Spoon. The animation in the show is pretty alright and decent, and the mix with live action and animation is pretty good for a series from 2006. The show has a huge voice cast, including Bob Golden, who is also the voice of Max on the Tweenies, and many Thomas characters. The show won 2 television awards, one in 2006 for the episode 9 Lives, and one in 2007 for the episode Serial Hero. It was very popular for when it had its run on CBeebies, but it also aired on Tiny Pop until 2016. There were also Numberjack plushie toys, which I wasn't aware of until now. Whilst remember watching it on CBeebies, I do mostly remember looking through the games and activities on those old CBeebies books and magazines, and also I'm pretty sure we used to watch it on BBC iPlayer in primary school. And must I point out, despite the theme song not being very long, it does slap. The second youngest character in the show, One, became a viral meme during the 2010s as a meme called Bianos, what people posted all over TikTok, Twitter, and whatnot. Something I found interesting, sorry, still in my amazing digital circus phase, the YouTube channel Glitch, who are an animation company, made a video called Glitch Carts where they actually used Numberjack pictures, probably for some laughs. And no, there's not a Numberjacks movie. I did sit down last night and watch some episodes on YouTube of it, and man, it brings back so much memories from the colourful characters, the music, and all that. It's just a brilliant show and very nostalgic from watching it when I was younger. If I had to pick a favourite character or two, I would probably say 4 and 6 because I do remember watching a lot of episodes where they were the main ones who went out on missions, but yeah, I love those characters, they're quite interesting. And I love the show, it's been years, so watching it last night was really fun, so yeah. Thank you for watching this little video going over the series. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to discuss the show, the characters, your favourite episodes, your favourite memories of the show, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.